Alright, today we're playing a deck with two new cards that came out recently. We're playing Captain Indari and the new Weaponsmith. The innovative Weaponsmith, I believe her name is. The 3-cost 2/2 that improvises, and every time, or the first time you equip a weapon or forge, she heals you by 1. So 1 health every turn. Both are weapon masters, so I figured let's put them in a deck together. The awkward thing here, though, is that Captain Indari has a very powerful effect where she forges all other allies. And the problem there is you need to plunder. And plundering is extremely hard if you play this with Jax and Ornn. So instead of playing Jax, we're playing Samira. It will make things a lot more, a little more awkward, I suppose. But I think that is the most consistent way to actually make Indari work. And with these cards, it also feels like there is now enough payoff to actually justify playing the deck like this. Okay, we're just gonna block here, because we have the Entrenching Allure. If we find a Weapon Master, a 3-cost Weapon Master, that would be fantastic. Come on, 3-cost Weapon Master. Almost. Not quite.
Tell me a story about Ornn, Hertha.
We don't have a ton of cards we can use. And this is fearsome. Okay, we're just gonna pass for now. And maybe we'll draw Samira so we can activate Indari. Ornn. At least we have a weapon that we can copy, but we're probably gonna miss out on the effect here. So I think we're freezing here. Because there's just not much else we can do.
Let me focus.
Yeah, we're just gonna play the Indari without the plunder effect. That's always been the thing with this deck, right? If you're not playing Jack, sometimes you just completely miss on all your weapons. And then you have these 3 sitting around here. The Weaponsmith Apprentice. Actually, let me look at the name. It is the Innovative Blacksmith. Okay, so I was pretty close there. Okay, we're actually just gonna activate it. We're gonna forge our entire board. I mean, Pot of Pain doesn't give us the stylish shot back, so we'll just do this.
It's nice. Could be nicer.
I mean, that is pretty good. We just have a 9/8 with Scout right now. And we have an Ornn that might be leveled next turn. So, what could they have? Alright, before we do this... No, I think it's actually too good now, too. Let's do that. Okay, so things were looking pretty rough, and then we just played the Captain Indari with a top deck stylish shot, and suddenly everything just looked okay. That's pretty good. Oh, that's perfect, actually.
Tongs, anvil.
Yeah, sure. Let's just do it. I really didn't want to pull either one of these because Captain Indari would die, and then we would have, you know, no weapon to copy. But we get the stylish shot back. That all seems pretty good, actually. Leveled Ornn. Wow, things just instantly turned. And that's also why I built this deck this way. I really wanted a lot of early units to go wide, so that this forge effect is even more powerful. Because if you're just forging, like, you know, one ally, it's not really like, you don't want to plunder just to forge one ally. You can just play cards that forge one ally. But if you have a lot of cards on the board, like we did last turn, it becomes really powerful. I also want to say a big shout out to everyone who replied to my little thread on Twitter. I asked for some advice to play this deck, and this was one that I liked the most. I made a small adjustments, but this one I like a lot.
Well done.
Okay, we're playing as another Zed kill deck. I also want to say this deck is entirely playable in Standard. I'm playing it in Standard right now, in fact, for the first time since the patch hit. But if you prefer playing this in Eternal, the one suggestion that I have is probably to take out, like, maybe some of these weapons. You take out some Darkened Spears so that you can play Troll Chant. I might have, I'll put an updated list in the comments with a list that is a little better for Eternal, because there are obviously some better cards here. Most of the improvised stuff is, however, part of Standard. So this is just a very Standard-heavy deck. But if I forget, just make sure to call me out on it. Just say something in the comments like, hey, Sunny, yeah, idiots, where's the deck? And I'll make sure to have that. I'll make it right after this video. I just need to make sure I post it when this video goes live. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this blacksmith for some healing here. Ooh, also pretty good. It's a good curve. We played this. We played a cook. Turn 5, we make sure we have some mana left over Stylish Shot. And we played a Captain Indari. And we have a pretty fat board. So play you. It's probably the pot here. It's a real shame there's no voice lines on this girl.
Punish transgressions.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but otherwise it's just way too much damage. Yeah, this is pretty powerful actually. This is a good card, man. If this didn't hit the chime, we'd actually have like a super good trade there, because this would only be a 3/3. Or I mean, I'm assuming they would buff the other one rather. Only one of them would be able to actually do anything. Quick attack is pretty great, so I hope we get like a somewhat cheap unit next turn, so that we can play the cheap unit plus this, keep spell mana open for the Stylish Shot.
I see the heavens aflame, God's burning.
That doesn't do anything at all. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can't silence weapons. I've made that mistake before too with something like Quicksand, where it's like, oh, oops, that was a weapon, so they keep their keyword. Sure. Okay, so this goes to 5.
I am the blade in the darkness.
So I think we're freezing then this turn. Yeah, we'll freeze here. We don't have much of a board left, but I don't think we're winning by going wide. It's just super hard to beat this if they go wide.
Suffer long.
Could have frozen this first too. Take a little bit less damage. Okay, so the blowout here is Twin Disciplines. If it's Twin, then we're gonna have a really hard time winning. If it's not Twin, then we have a pretty good shot next turn with the Indari. Indari needs to hit either Scout or Overwhelm. So we can't play this because we want to activate this Indari. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we take the Scout.
Never underestimate the Noxian. Never.
I like her voice lines. It's a shame that the other new Weapon Master doesn't have voice lines. The innovative blacksmith. Oh, that's quite powerful for a opponent. Nope. Longtail just showed up. Okay, we have to try not to be dead next turn. Okay. I was kind of hoping for a freeze. Ornn is not leveled.
Grant us your guidance. We have need of
We're supposed to go wide here.
A broken thing is a waiting thing.
Make sure we're able to block everything.
Ready, willing, and learn.
Yeah, we can match this. For the most part.
Old masks let young eyes see clearly.
Put this here. Okay, I hope that's it. I hope they don't have more. We're probably taking 3. So maybe like this will... If they attack, we level Ornn by blocking with Indari. That's really bad. That is a very good card for them to have. So now we're taking 4, we're taking 7. So we're gonna be at 1 HP. That was a bit unfortunate. However, it shouldn't really matter because it's gonna be lethal next turn either way. This deck shouldn't have any burn. Because next turn we're just gonna copy the Scout Weapon with Indari. We're gonna Scout attack, Ornn's gonna have 8 attack. And then that should still be enough. The Longtail is in the way again. So, okay. I was like, what the hell is that actually? I couldn't even see the stats. Okay, we'll do that.
Zeus's name.
Yeah, so we'll pass here. Then we'll forge you. Actually, okay, then we have 2 men left. Yeah, forging this is correct. Then we Ornn here.
I made this happen. It was
We have
so
2
good I
scouters. They already used 2 stuns. It could still be the 5-mana fast speed card from Targon that stuns 2.
hope for her return.
And if that's the case, I have very little hope that we win this. Okay, here's a scout attack. This will level Ornn, and then on next attack, Ornn will summon the big boy, the ram, and that should just be lethal. Okay, we should be good here. Ornn levels.
You wanted the god of the forge, you got him.
I'm still slightly afraid, but it should just be good. We should just be okay here. Mihira.
I stand ready.
Yeah, looks like we won.
Hammer never fails.
All right, let's get it.
Friend.
Minus 42. Only 1 overwhelm though, but yeah, this is already 12, so it should just be enough. That's GG. All right, made us sweat for a little bit there, but Ornn came through. Indari feels, I don't know, man. If this card can find a home, it feels really nice to play. Forging the entire board and improvising, that's a powerful turn if you have like 2 or more minions. GG. Also, I'm really looking forward to playing more Convergence. I'm going to be playing again next week to finish the walkthrough and upload it all to YouTube. It's gonna be good.
Here's too much celebrating for my tastes.
Playing against Lurk. All right. That's it's gonna be a rough matchup if they have a lot of 1-drops. Okay, this is already interesting. Cause it. Yeah, I think we're still playing this. I was gonna say like maybe we don't want to play anything turn 1 so that we can just play Samira, but now we have to hope that they don't have the swarm.
Take the shot or lose the chance.
No swarm, no swarm, no swarm. What are your mastery points? I don't think this is high enough. Like your mastery points need to be a lot higher if you want like the optimal lurk curve. You need to be like above 50k if you want to consistently hit 1-drop, Snapjaw Swarm on 2, and then also like lurk either a Rek'Sai or Pike. It's all mastery point based, trust me. Like I know what I'm talking about here. That's how those things go. Okay, we'll take the combat reel so we can block. Oh, the Poro made a sound. Okay, so I'm afraid of Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai is going to be a 3. So we can play this and then combat reel to get outside of that range. So we're outside of Pike range now. And we get to kill this. I don't know if opponent realized that that's what will happen. But that works for us. Okay, so again, the plan here is to be as wide as possible. Play the flare from Samira on turn 6. Forge our board and hopefully just win that way. I'm pretty happy with that attune actually. Getting that mana back, pretty great. That actually matters a lot. Okay. Samira probably dies then. Unless we level her. I think it's worth leveling her.
There is a story in...
Is this the one where Ornn comes out of the lake of lava?
Yeah, I think we have to here.
You'll ruin the work.
We also kill this. Alright, the Indari game plan is just kind of out of the window now, but we find a good way to deal with their Under Titan. Okay.
Try to keep up. Fresh to death.
Kindle picked me. That's why I smith.
Yeah, the nerf to Samira hit pretty hard here, actually. You can definitely notice it, because we can only give Challenger to Samira now.
I will tell you.
Tell the one about his fiery breath, Hertha.
See, we could have just actually killed that thing if we didn't get nerfed.
Could be nicer.
The crafts. Yes, good. He would approve, I think.
That's a 7/7 grandma coming for you.
Touch it.
Okay, we have a freeze. I actually think we're in a decent spot, but I'm still afraid of Pike. Pike would definitely do it. Okay, so this has to be the Indari turn. Do one to the enemy nexus. Indari. Probably Scout? Indari will be a 6/5 Scout. That's actually not good enough, is it? On the other hand, if Indari dies, we can give the Scout weapon to Annika. And that is a play I'm all for. Okay, they have 2 mana. I did not properly play around Ruthless. Okay, that's probably fine.
You don't scare me.
You're gonna get burned.
Okay, I think we have to take the Rek'Sai hit, actually.
You can only impress me.
We go down to 5. But next turn, we get to play Annika and equip Annika with the Scout weapon. So, I think this is the only way to win for us. It's possible we would block with the 2/3, but I'm pretty happy with this play, because if we just have some units on the board, then we also don't have to worry about like a 1-drop completely shrekking us. We play Annika, we put the Scout weapon on Annika. Pike is not big enough. It's not big enough to stop us. Also not big enough. Oh, here we go. Oh! Oh! We did it! Yeah, GG! It was the right play, and we got to Scout again with all those minions. GG, Lurk. Who's the real high roll deck? Ornn Aatrox. Wow. The Ornn Mirror. That's not something you see very often. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. My mastery points on Ornn are higher. I actually have a fair amount of Samira mastery points too. Like, I know I've been saying this, but Samira was obviously extremely overtuned. Like, she was just way too powerful, right? It was not okay for her to exist with that power level. But deck building with Samira, like just the tools that she brings to your deck, is super cool. So I'm glad they didn't over nerf her, because Flare being able to deal 1 to the enemy nexus is a big deal, and I wouldn't want to lose that.
Here, let me see that.
Oh, what the hell?
I will tell you of Ornn.
Right, to work.
That's a lot of damage. Okay. The harp.
Bertha, please tell us a story.
The spirit of the mountain.
Okay, we're just kind of gonna win through the combat cook, hopefully.
This will make it sturdy.
Bertha, please tell us a story.
The spirit of the mountain was working.
Yeah, we have to
as
just pass here and play the combat cook. That's kind of scary. Archwinds is great against these type of decks, though. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for probably just Overwhelm.
Hammer, tongs, anvil.
by his hammer.
Okay, so we're gonna play the combat cook. Yeah, that's the quick attacker.
Ever been to a blacksmith before?
7/8. The next turn we can attack with this on level Ornn. I'll take that. Okay, they have 1 too. We have the Harshwind's backup, which is a really big deal.
Switch those.
Next turn we attack. I'm very happy we have this Harshwinds. Yeah, let's just level 1. I don't even think Samira really does anything right now. More leveled.
No breaks until the forge is home, Misty.
I'm stoking.
We stay alive, we play Ornn, we win game. I wouldn't even really mind if this dies, because putting that weapon on Samira is pretty good. It's getting like a really big challenger. Yeah, opponents it's not in like a super good spot here, I think, because we just have this really big combat cook. So expect more Convergence gameplay next week. In a couple of days by the time this video goes live, I suppose.
Plenty to go round.
And yeah, the full gameplay will be on YouTube. But I think it's going to be like double upload days. Instead of only uploading Convergence and no Runeterra gameplay, I think I'm just going to do Runeterra gameplay in the morning, Maze Seeker in the evening. So that means that I do have to like, I don't know, stream a little bit more. But I don't mind at all.
Right, to work.
Troops on your head.
You're gonna get burned.
It's actually pretty good that we're not killing this, so they can't just put the weapon somewhere else. What could they have for 2 man? Okay. I mean, that's fine, honestly. They should have done that first so we didn't level Ornn. That's totally fine. We take those. Totally fine. And we got the girl again, too? Alright.
Good. Yes. Name's Ornn. No further pleasantries needed.
Yeah, so this is, again, it's just where the nerf hit hard. What if we could just give this Ornn Challenger, or this? That'd be so good. We'd just be picking off their board. Yeah, we're just bigger now. We just have the bigger stats, so the game is over. GG.
This is too much celebrating for my tastes.
Agreed. And we got the War Mother Dragons. Not actually sure how we do into this. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Darkness Spear is really interesting. I actually think it's... Pigeon? Plus Spear? I don't want to forge this. I don't think I do. We need big stats to combat them. Like, we need to have slightly bigger stats before Catagran. And that'll be our way to close out games. Oh, that is good. That's the perfect start. It doesn't really get much better than this. Okay, so we played this, they could avalanche, but honestly, that's far from the worst case scenario. Alright, sick. So we played the Weaponsmith. Oh. Still think we played this. Fisher Whack.
Ever been to a blacksmith before?
Fire and fury burn.
I'm sorry, girl. Well, actually, then I should just ping you, right?
More air, more coals.
This is already pretty useless, so we'll do it like that. If this one is dying anyway, we might as well ping for 1 damage here. This is the perfect start, because this is a ram deck, so they get to be more powerful in the late game. We need to rush them down, and to do that, we just drew all our 1-drops. It's pretty great. Samira is insane good too. Wow. Okay, so we'll just put that here for now. So they don't get a freebie. Sure.
I will tell you of Ornn.
So next turn they have 9 men. Did they just miss all their ramp or what happened? This is just fair dragons. It's like, no, it's not even fair because they're not playing stuff like Form Up. Okay, what I need to play around is single combat. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say, so I was gonna say next turn I need to keep mana open for the freeze. But that's, you know, it is what it is.
No need to make a name for myself. Just an impression.
Let's see. What is their way to win? Their way to win is a harsh winds right now. But we need to go wider.
Fighting food and cooking evil.
Let's take the biggest stats we can find. We give Samira Challenger for this. Samira dies, that's fine.
Pots a boiling.
So it's probably a freeze. Harsh Winds is their best option because they can Harsh Winds these two, yeah. But then we still killed the dragon. So that's fine. They're not getting a lot done, and we're still cooking. We still have fuel. We're still going. We got 4 big units on the board. The best top deck in the game right now is Captain Indari. If we get Captain Indari, it's exactly what she needs to do. Damn it. Because Indari, we would play this, we would activate a plunder, we would forge, 2 weapons and then 2 more, like, cheap units. Insane. We drew, like, our very early game units, the early curve, but Indari would have completed it.
Too easy.
GG.
Where was the danger?
Nora Samira. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Pretty good curve. Usually, Nora decks don't really have what it takes, or Battle City decks in general don't have what it takes to deal with this. They could play Conch. Conch is probably their best card to play on too. Because Conch, we will attack with the Pigeon, with the Artisan, and the Artisan goes down to a 2/2. We'll see if that's the case. Yeah, I can't do this because of Mystic Shot and High Note, which they probably have. Yeah, that was exactly their best shot here. We're still attacking though.
What wondrous discoveries await below?
Easy does it.
Next turn, we will play these 2, and then we play the Blacksmith. I'm not sure what opponent was thinking about there. That is even better than the Blacksmith. Whoa.
A broken thing.
Nora Boros?
Tell me a story about Ornn, Hertha.
Once long ago, he stoked.
Yeah, we're just playing the combat cook.
Mountain.
Aw. Those aren't very good.
A good fight's the spice of life. Garlic works in a pinch.
I was really hoping for Overwhelm or Scout. Scout would have been nuts. Scout would have been insanely good. Hoping for Captain Indari, as usual. Captain Indari would be so good.
Come and get it.
Okay. Easy peasy. Our 1-drop is now a 4/4. Seems good. Alright, I can smell a Caustic Rift here. It might have been generated though. Anyway, I'm fine if these die. Because if they play Caustic, well, it will be 2 mana, right? Okay. Well, we'll start here. Actually, doesn't matter. No, we can start here. It's not like we're leveling Samira anyway. Actually, do we keep this for the Samira level next turn? I think that might be the play. Yeah, let's do that. For the Samira level next turn, we have a ton of cards. And I'm still just praying for the Captain Indari. So far, from all the new cards that were added, I believe only the Perfidious Promoter and Captain Indari actually have voice lines. I think.
Pots a boiling.
Man. We need that Captain Indari. Probably a double shot here. Yeah. Oh, you're just killing it? Okay. I mean, now I just put the weapon on something else, though. And then that becomes really big.
Bertha, please tell us a story.
The spirit of the mountain.
We don't really need our mana right now, so I'm actually gonna do this to heal her.
Ever been to a blacksmith before?
And then we'll put this on one of the 1-2s. Just to heal. And this, like, technically this one is a little more valuable because it heals us. Not that we need it. I don't think it'll ever matter. Opponent has 3 cards in hand, but so do we. And we top deck the perfect card. All right, sometimes the game just loves you more than your opponent, and that's great. That's I love that. All right, we're gonna do this. I think this heals us by 1-2, don't it? Yeah. Cute card. It's not gonna be enough though.
Fighting is my first language.
Let's see. Opponent already used a stun. So I think we're just gonna beat the Seraphine here. This is 4, 5, 7. If they can like block here and stun this, it's not actually lethal. It's 1 off. So we have to flare. Opponent managed to stay alive. Alright, gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. Alright.
It just snapped.
Good. Yes.
Why did they play that card though? Was this generated? Also, I can't believe it's 3 years later and we still can't see in the sidebar if cards are generated or not. Wild. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I just realized we got the status shot back. So if the hit went through, we would actually have lethal. Huh.
Take your time. I'm immortal. You're
No.
not.
Yeah. Mm. Well said, Ornn. Well said. Alright, we can... I mean... it's just fish for lethal. That's not it. No, we tried. Close enough. Close enough. The lethal outs were either Samira or another stylish shot, I guess. That was it.
Looks like I'm ready. Bye-bye.
Alright. That's not gonna cut it. This is standard, so I'm keeping the harsh winds in case they have big cats. But even if they did, it's not like they can iterative it for another 1 mana 30/30. So this is 1 frostbite should be enough to do it. Should keep us safe.
Home is just around the portal. Off we go.
No portals for you, Grandma. Not today. Alright, surely that's it, right? Surely. We literally need to do 1 damage.
Hammer never fails. You're all in trouble.
It's pretty funny that when we attack with Ornn, the blacksmith heals us. That is kind of cool. Oh, so much mana. Look at that. Mana we can't use because we only have like 7 mana worth of stuff in our hand. Alright, get him, Ornn. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the end of the road for the Seraphine Nordek. Good game. Oh. Are we still trying? Okay, Mystic Shot, face. Ah, there we go. Killing the girl. Why? Alright, GG. GG! Oh, this deck was sweet to play. I really enjoyed that. Didn't get to see Indari shine as often as I'd like, but the play patterns here are super fun. GG's.
Thinking outside the box, zillion victor, time bomb printer, 1, 2, pop. Meta shifter, not a quitter, fighting for